Hey, how you doing there, folks? Megan, of course, Brandon Wenzel, coming back at you with another offering off of my Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks, this is a video series that I've been doing for a little less than a year now, where I go over there and I try out new or unusual, or at least new to me, items, and I ramble about bullshit. And I eat the things, because why not, I guess? I mean, there's reasons. There's definitely reasons, but yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. Ha 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 ha. So anyway, folks, I'm doing another batch here, and I'm going to try, since I got a few things here, to get back to my original format when I started doing this, trying to do kind of a drink thing. The last thing that I just tried was Fanta Pina Colada. Go ahead and watch that video. So, since I've got some food stuff, next thing up, and of course you've already seen, but boom, is Doritos Ultimate Cheddar Chips. Limited time. I don't know with the Doritos, man. I love Doritos. They're fantastic. Who doesn't? You can't not love Doritos. They're fantastic. But they always, man, with the limited flavors. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I love a gimmick. That's what this whole show is pretty much devoted to. But, man, it's like, come on, folks. You know, it's like, and they're never good about, like, letting people know when they're doing this. Like, I had no idea about this. Anybody, I had no idea. I walked into a 7-Eleven and they had these. For some reason, 7-Eleven seems to get the limited time Doritos a lot. I don't know why. So, some deal or something like that, or maybe just, I go to a fancy 7-Eleven. Fancy 7-Eleven. So yeah, folks, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give these a shot. Now, normally when I do these videos, not all the time, because sometimes I forget, or I just don't have anything to say, but I usually like to tell a little story, kind of associating myself with the item. For Doritos, it's a little bit difficult just because, like, Doritos are definitely something that have been sort of, like, ubiquitous. There we go. With my life. My apologies on that one. I promise I can speak properly. You know, they've just been a general snack that's been kind of around. It's like really the only thing I can think of. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Back when I was probably around, like, I don't know, 19 or 20 or so, me and some of my friends were hanging out, and we were doing some pen and paper RPG stuff, because, yes, we are that nerdy. And we're hanging out at my buddy's house, and he had one of his friends over, who I wasn't affiliated with in any way. But they're all, you know, a few years younger than me, so I was doing the GM thing and everything, you know, the game master. And my friend Sam, whose house we were at, he had like a couple bags of like Doritos, and these were like the mix and match Doritos that they had for a while, where you'd get like 2 flavors in one bag. I don't know why that was ever really a thing. I don't think it was ever that successful, but, like, you know, why not, I guess. And I just remember their one friend, he was down in Doritos, and at one point he started kind of, you know, choking a little bit. Not like, you know, oh, you know, let's, you know, start punching him in the gut to get the stuff out, choking. Because that's what you do when you're in your 20s. But, you know, he was struggling a little bit. And I remember, you know, and he got it down. He grabbed a drink, he got it down. I think he's alive. I haven't seen or heard from this kid since that day. So, maybe he's dead, but he didn't die that day. Or at the very least, he didn't die that day while I saw him. And as far as I'm aware, he survived long afterwards. But I remember, man, I just tore into this kid as a result of that. Because, you know, it's what you do, especially with your group of guys. And I was the oldest guy, so I was like, yeah, I'm just going to have some fun with this. And I basically just, you know, went at him for effectively trying to swallow Doritos like a duck. And if you're not aware, ducks don't chew, they just swallow shit. So that is my Doritos story at the expense of this particular kid, whose name I don't recall, and who literally, if I saw him right now I wouldn't recognize. But anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try some Ultimate Cheddar Doritos. I like cheddar. Cheddar on a Dorito, though, seems... I'm sure it'll be good, because cheddar's good. Doritos are good. But you always like the nacho cheese with, with your Doritos. Of course, you got the Cool Ranch. They have other flavors as well. You got the Flamin' Hot, which I've never been big on the Flamin' Hot ones. I like spicy things, but... Let's give this a shot. To be honest, it smells like normal Doritos. I can't really sense any difference. Doritos. And again, folks, I've said it before in some of my videos. Look at that. This is a fresh bag. It has like 75% air. Oh well. Let's give it a shot. Dorito. Okay. Honestly, I was about to say that it tastes almost exactly like a normal Dorito. Because, like, most of it doesn't taste that different from, like, a normal nacho cheese Dorito. But at the tail end of it, it has more of a cheddar taste to it. But not... Like, there's other cheddar chips. I think Lay's and stuff has cheddar chips. Definitely doesn't taste like that at all. Yeah, I mean, honestly... Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly good, but yeah, for me, it doesn't taste super dissimilar from the nacho cheese ones. It's just kind of that hit at the end, and it's not super prominent. Sorry, folks. For any of you who might have seen some of my other videos, I have my little hamster cage over here, where one of my hamsters lives. Every so often, I'll see him bopping around, so catches my eye. Yeah, I mean, there's some cheddar flavor to them, but like, it honestly seems to be chip by chip. Ow. Damn, that hurt. Freaking Dorito. Some of them taste a little bit more cheddary than others. But again, especially for something called Ultimate Cheddar. Yeah, I mean, I'm not... Perfectly fine. It's good Dorito, but if you're going into it expecting, the ultimate cheddar experience, like with lasers and, robotic, gorillas and, ogres and, hot bikini chicks and, I guess, thong dudes or whatever you're going for, yeah, you're not going to get that. Yeah, it's a very, like, it's okay. I mean, I'm eating it. But, yeah. It does its job. It's a Dorito. It's good. But, I don't think it lives up to its ultimate cheddar name. For more bold experiences, snack boldly. Well, you didn't exactly deliver on the boldness with this one, folks. Yeah, I mean, it's still a good chip, but to be honest with you, I would probably go for nacho or ranch, or maybe one of the other flavors. But yeah, I mean, it's a perfectly decent chip. I will definitely finish that at some point. Oh, probably a little bit later in the day. So yeah, folks, that's my review of Doritos Ultimate Cheddar. Not a bad chip. Would I recommend it? I mean, you know, it's a bag of chips. You got a few bucks. At the very least, you're going to walk away with a tasty bag of chips. It's just, are you going to be getting what you're hoping for? I personally didn't. Maybe you will. Maybe your cheddar senses are more highly attuned than mine are. But it was okay. So anyway, folks, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sign off. I need you to do 5 things for me, if you could. Have a amazing rest of your day, a fantastic rest of your week, a phenomenal rest of your month, a spectacular rest of your year, and if you could, just have the best life possible, folks. Just do it for me. The Brandon Man. Okay. My screen froze for a second, so hopefully that came through. Yeah, if you could just do that for me, that would be fantastic. Aside from that, folks, just do 2 things. Just promise is the last 2. Whatever you're doing. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought for a second. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, whether you're eating a limited edition Dorito bag of chips or a normal bag of Doritos or any chips or anything, unless it's like, humans or something like that, unless you're like that one soccer team where they kind of had to. You're given a pass in those circumstances. Just, go ahead and try to bring some positivity into the world if you can. And if you can't, hey, I understand. I can't always do it myself. So, but in that case, just, if you can, try not to be an asshole. I think that's doable. The other thing, folks, whatever you're doing in your life, do the thing. Whatever that thing is, as long as it's something positive and something good for you or good for others, and it's all groovy, do that thing. Anyway, folks, I'm going to sign off. Bye.